Hello everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video, and in this one I'm creating a very purple page. Playing in the small white journal, and you can see I'm just adding some white gesso onto the pages just to prep that surface really before I get started. One thing I have started doing in the white journal particularly, and a little bit in the craft journal, is just adding a bit of reinforcement to the spine area. One thing I've had happen quite a bit is that because I tend to open the books, I'm maybe a bit too rough with them, I don't know. It tends to split the spine open. So here on each page, I'm just adding a piece of plain collage tissue paper through the centre part. Then while the gesso was wet, I've gone in with some blackberry and I've just brushed a bit of that colour around. And then while that is wet, I'm then going in with my Wonky Hearts stencil and a baby wipe. So my releases are all, I've got some of my releases on my website. There are more of the new botanical collage papers available as well. So pop over and have a look if you've not managed to get hold of those and you wanted some, because they did sell out quite fast last time. And also, don't forget, you can become an art journal lover on this YouTube channel. You get access to lots and lots of little perks as well. So if you pop over there, you can find out all about that. There's a join button on the page, on my home page on YouTube. So then I'm using the same stencil and I'm going in with blackberry and not watering it down at all. So this is a little bit more defined. It's a bit darker because the gesso that I went in, the gesso mixed with the blackberry made it a pastel shade, so this is quite pretty. This is quite a good way to create some layers, and really all I've used is one colour and one stencil. So obviously when I removed the colour through the stencil, I used a baby wipe for that. Here I'm going in with some mineral, and I don't think I have changed my blending tool sponge, but maybe I have, yes. And I'm adding some more hearts onto the background, overlapping with what's already there. I think this mineral paint is one of my favourite greys. I do like grey quite a lot. Have it in quite a lot of rooms in my house actually. Here I'm going in with white, and I'm using it through this dots and dashes stencil, which is another one of my release. This is creating quite an interesting background. So there isn't any collage paper or anything on there at the minute. This is all just stenciling that's building up those layers in the background. So I do like to build up lots of layering using stencils to get started with my page. So this is a face from one of Dina's transparency sets. I think it was from the set 1 that she released. Obviously she's brought out a new set now. These stick in really well just using Dina's ultra thick gel medium. I'm pretty sure they would stick in with normal gel medium as well, but the ultra thick is obviously that little bit sturdier. So, and it dries completely clear. At the minute it looks cloudy, doesn't it? But once it dries, you cannot see it's there at all. So what I'm going to do here is use the image that I've just stuck in, and I'm going to use that to pull some lines across my page. I'm taking my cue really from where the lines are on the page already. I'm kind of mimicking Dina's scribbly style that she's got with this particular face here, and I am aiming to basically just copy what Dina has already started, so that it then makes what I've pulled out onto my page feel like it belongs. So I've done these kind of wobbly lines coming out from the face, and here I'm going to add some lines into those because there are some on the image that has come from the transparencies, and like I say, this just helps that transparency feel like it belongs on the page. This is a great way to add these images into your page so they don't feel like they're kind of just stuck there all alone and not really being part of what's going on. This is a really fun way to achieve that kind of cohesion with a journal page. Okay, so once I've done that, I am then using my dotty stamp. As you will know, this has become a firm favourite with me. It's one that I use quite often, and here I'm just stamping some more dots and more onto my page. I tend to put them around where my images meet the edge of my page, as I feel it just helps soften those joins really. So yeah, using black archival ink with this stamp. This stamp lives on my desk. It stays permanently on an acrylic block. Sorry about that, the pollen count's quite high here today and it's making me go a bit croaky. Oh my goodness. So I have also stamped some of my Wonky Heart stamp onto some collage paper, and I'm cutting some of those out. I'm going to stick those on using some gel medium. Now my voice has gone really weird. I don't know what's going on. I'm also using a piece of collage paper from the Heartfelt collage pack, and I'm going to cut some hearts out of that too. Oh my goodness. So I'm sticking all these in place using some gel medium, and I'm deciding kind of mixing it up using both of these styles of hearts because it creates that more layered look and just adds another element really, using the different types of paper. Okay, so now I'm using the neon paint called Stoked, and I am just adding this in a few places on my page, and you can see that immediately just brightens those colours. It kind of warms them up, doesn't it, really? I love the effect that this gives when you add this onto a page. It's just so much fun. So next I'm writing my words onto my page. I'm using quite a thin Posca pen for this, and I am just fitting my words in here in between some of these sketchy lines that I have drawn. And then I'm just using a turquoise Posca pen, and anywhere, as you can see, that's got a filled in element on the letter, I'm just adding a little pop of colour. So this works as a really nice contrast on the rest of the page. Yeah, and this is quite a fun thing to do. I've done pages where I've gone in and added rainbow colours into the text as well, and I think it's a technique that I really like doing. So then I got a little bit of white left on my glass mat, and I decided I just wanted to go in and just kind of calm down those edges a little bit so that you could still see the layers through, but it was just pushing it away a bit more into the background. And I'd taken some of the paint off the blending tool by rubbing it on the glass mat, but then you can see that just kind of calms that down a little bit. And then I went in with some splatters over the top. So again, just building those layers. And then lastly, some splatters using some turquoise gloss spray. So this works with the turquoise that I added into the words as well, and help to finish off the page. So I hope you've enjoyed watching me create this page using a transparency as a great starting point for the rest of the page. I'm really sorry about my croaky voice. I think I need to go and get an antihistamine. So thanks for watching. I hope you found some inspiration from this video, and I hope to see you again soon.